Hello, welcome back to Chris's Beer Reviews. How are you? Hope you're doing really well. It's time for another video, and in this video I am solo camping on my own. A bit of wild camping, if you like, in the woods. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you down into the camp, and whilst I walk you down into camp I will tell you what's coming up in this video. Stick around, it's well worth it. So we're back and we're going to walk into camp. What a glorious day it is today. It's absolutely stunning day today. So let's walk you into camp. This is the woodland that I quite often stay at with my friend Lee. He's one of the owners of this woodland. But I'm up here on my own today doing a solo camp. So I'm staying here for the night, and I've been here since about 10:30 this morning. Bit of background noise from the road that's behind us, but we're moving away from that as we walk into the camp. So yeah, as I said, what's coming up today? So in this video I'm going to be doing a bit of cooking. So I'm going to cook my dinner over some coals, and I'm going to be cooking a whole poisson on the open grill style fire. This is a lovely area. Kind of use this area when people come for the day or whatever to park their vehicles here. But what an absolutely beautiful day. So yeah, I'll be cooking up a poisson with some garlic and herbs on the open fire. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And I've got a couple of beers that I'm going, well, one of them I'm certainly going to review. I just can't decide which one I'm going to review. So I will save that until later because I can't make up my mind. So yeah, I drive down here in my camper van. You can see it poking through. See the red van poking through in the background. It's just gone out of focus. There we go. So yeah, we drive down here into the woodland. That blue thing is actually a log storage. It's falling apart. Probably need to get rid of that. Not very aesthetically pleasing in a woodland. But there we go, moving further around. I think I'm walking too quick and my camera keeps going out of focus. But there's my van. That's where I'll be sleeping in there tonight. Some people say wild camping in a camper van isn't wild camping, you should be in a tent. But effectively it's a tent on wheels, really, isn't it? Okay, it's got water in there and it's got gas, 2 gas hobs in there, but you can have mobile gas hobs, can't you? So for me, the wild camping is about what you do when you're here, which is, there's the primary sort of thing, is having a fire and then cooking over the fire. So there's the fire pit area that we've put together. We've got the log store here, which I mentioned a while back, or a few videos back, that we built that. There's other various log stores around in the woods as well, but this is generally our main sort of camp area. I've got a metal table that someone's brought down. But it's absolutely beautiful. What a beautiful day as well. Look at that, clear blue skies. Lovely, lovely temperature. Absolutely glorious. So yeah, as I say, I'm going to be here on my own for the night. I have solo camped up here once on my own. That was in a tent, but that's quite some time ago now. I've not solo camped up here in the van, so I'm looking forward to doing that. It's always interesting solo camping on your own in woodlands. Everything seems to be louder in the evening when it's dark. Everything seems louder. Animal noises, trees moving, gets a bit creepy, but it's good fun. So there you go, there's camp, and very shortly when I come back to you I'll be cooking my dinner. See you in a bit. Hello, welcome back. As you can see behind me, the fire is going. I need to put this tripod down because my hand is shaking, and we don't want a shaky screen, do we? So yeah, the fire is getting towards ready for cooking on. I've got the poisson and some ingredients down here on the table. I don't know why I have to say it in a type of French accent, but there you go. Anyway, let's crack on with preparing this poisson and getting it cooked. See you in a sec. Okay, here we go. As I said, we've got a poisson. I've said that God knows how many times in this video so far. Let me just make one thing very clear. I'm not very good, well, I say not very good at editing. I don't do editing. I don't have the software to do it. And you see so many amazing videos of people cooking outdoors where they've got music over the top. There's hyperlapses going on. It is all seamless. I don't have those skills. Well, I certainly don't have the software or the computer to do it. So everything is done on my phone. So if it does look a bit sort of janky here and there, that's why. I mainly sit in a beer shed doing beer reviews. But anyway, there you go. Let's get the excuses out the way. So here you go. We have the poisson. Nice little size. That is probably perfect for one person. Very nice indeed. This is a Gresingham Poisson. Came from Sainsbury's. Let's get rid of this bit of excess fat. Certainly don't want that. I've got some lemons here, and we have over here we have some rosemary, sage and thyme going on there as well. So these are going to go on it, and we've got some garlic as well. What I did forget was butter. The poissons are great with butter, but I did forget butter. Never mind. But what I'm going to do with this is, because it's going to be cooked on a open fire over hot coals, certainly probably with some flame as well, is I'm going to spatchcock this, trying to cook that whole over coals without anything over the top like a lid, etc. It's just not going to cook very well indeed. So we're going to spatchcock this little beauty. So let's get these strings off. Nice little dinky little wings. Let's get those off. It should be relatively straightforward to cut this backbone out. So in your spatchcock, there's the backbone that runs down here. You can see it there, just where my thumb is. It's tapping up and down. That's the backbone, and we're just going to cut that out, and then we can open this little bird up, which will be a treat. Do I use scissors or do I use my knife? Let's try scissors first. These are pretty good scissors. Yeah, that's coming through there quite nicely. Very nice indeed. Let's cut the other side. Well, a little bit tougher there. Oh, there we go, that's broken through that. Let's put those there. So there's the backbone. Sometimes you will see the organs in there, kidneys or livers, etc. But that's the backbone. So we've cut that out. Good typical outdoor cooking in this lovely weather. The flies are starting to circulate, but that's what happens when you cook outdoors. So there's the backbone. Let's discard that for now. You can use those for stock. Take it home, you can use it for stock. Let's just move that again, because that fly's got stuck in the poisson bag. So no edits here. So easy peasy. You can kind of almost break the breastbone in your fingers as well. These tiny little bones in there. Look, you pull those out with your fingers, but we'll leave those in. So there it is. Nice and spatchcocked. So that can sit flat on a grill over the fire, and it's going to cook nice and evenly on both sides. What I do need to do is pop into the camper van and get some oil. Like I said, I've forgotten some butter, but I do need to put a little bit of oil on this. I'll be back in 2 ticks. Okay, we're back. So I've got some oil that's always on the camper van. Not ideal. I don't really want to use oil, but I did forget the butter. I'm just going to pour a little bit. Need to remember where the camera is. Into my hand. And just drizzle a bit over the bird, and then just rub it with my hand. Get it nicely over. A nice layer of oil on there, and I have a cloth to wipe my hands on, and then I'll go and wash my hands, which I will stop the video for and go and do that, so we're not doing any cross-contamination with anything. And then we're going to chop up some herbs, get the garlic on, see what the fire's doing, and then we'll start cooking this little beauty, and then I'll show you what I've got going with it. So before we put the herbs on, I'm just going to give it a little sprinkling of salt. Nice little sprinkling of salt, that'll help with crisping the skin up. Let's put that there. A little squeeze of lemon juice. We'll do that on the other side as well. I'm just going to move that to the side and bring in the herbs. So as I say, rosemary, sage and thyme. Just going to give these, don't need loads. It's got this stalk on it, isn't it? Let's strip that way. There we go, that's better. Cut them up a bit. Let's get some thyme in there. Do like a bit of thyme. Certainly got plenty of time. I'm up here on my own, keeping myself company. A bit of sage. Chop that one up. There we go, that's that done. Don't need any more of that. Give that a little bit of a mix. Okay, and let's start sprinkling this on the poisson. Just bring that back in for you. Probably get some under the skin as well. So pull that open a little bit. Yeah, we can. And let's get some of that goodness under the skin. Spread it about a bit. Flip her, let's just pat that on so it stays on, and flip her over with a squeeze of lemon. Get that rubbed in, and just get the rest on. Oh, I just can't believe I forgot the butter. Butter just would have been lovely with this. Never mind. We make do with what we've got. Let's not leave anything on the board. Although probably some of it will fall off again when I turn it over. Let's see how much has fallen off. Not too much. That's pretty handy. So just cover the top again. There we go. Break that up a little bit. There we go. There she is. The only thing I've forgotten is the garlic. So I'm going to be lazy and I'm going to use lazy garlic. So let's get a bit of lazy garlic out on this knife. There it is, very lazy garlic. I'll just gently rub that over the top. Again, let's put a bit of garlic in there. That'll help, that's sticking nicely. And I'll put some more garlic on it when it's actually over the fire. I'll tip a bit more on. But there we go, that's on there now. So there we go, we have our garlic and herb poisson. It's like he's sitting up, doesn't it? There we go. So next stage is to get this on the fire. I did have to put a bit more wood on the fire. As you can see, it is now roaring away in the background there, but it did start to die down and I wasn't confident I had enough sort of embers or coals to start cooking on. So I did put a bit more wood on a few moments ago. So I'm going to go and have a little fiddle with the fire, and then we'll move this over and get cooking. So what I did I say what I was going to have with it? I said I was going to tell you what I was going to have with it. We've got a sweet corn, whole corn on the cob to go on the fire, and a salad. It's a beautiful evening, it's lovely and hot. I do not want anything particularly heavy along that, just a simple salad. I forgot the salad dressing, I've forgotten a few things today. Just had one of those mornings where I couldn't get organised. But there you go. So we've got a salad and a corn on the cob to go with that. This poisson, as I say, is perfect for one person. I'm looking forward to eating that, and then whilst when it's cooking, or maybe afterwards, who knows, I'll sling in a beer review as well. See you in a mo. Okay, here we go. Let's get cooking this poisson. As you can see, the fire's dulled down a bit. We've got some nice hot charcoals in there, and we're going to be cooking the poisson in this pan. It's actually supposed to be for like seafood or vegetables, but it works with absolutely anything, and over a fire it works really well. You can pick it up with the handle that attaches, move it around, easy for flipping things, just keeps things nice and simple. So I'm going to go and chuck the poisson on this, and I'll be straight back. I'll still leave it rolling so you can see the fire tickling away. Now let's get the poisson on, which is now on. There we go, so that bird is on. Let's put that over. Probably this is something I probably should have done in hyperlapse really. So we'll give that a little cook over there. It'll take a bit of time to cook this bird, even though it's not particularly big. The main part is going to be shortly flipping it over and getting that breast side done as well. But it's starting to sizzle, so we've got good heat on there. We've got a nice little sizzle. The coals are looking nice under there, looking very red and orange, so we definitely have some decent heat. So it's just a case of time really. And how long do you want to stare at that for cooking? Probably not long really, do you? I wouldn't want to just sit there staring at that, although I've got to because I'm cooking it. Now we can move in a little bit. looking good, sizzling away. Just want a bit of colour on that, the back side of it. Flip it over and start cooking the main breast meat on there, and then we'll be good. And then eventually you'll be getting the corn on the cob on. I'll probably do the beer review whilst that's cooking. I could hyperlapse that cooking, but why not do a beer review while that's cooking as well? As you can see, there is a bigger grill above that sits over the fire, so if I need to regulate the heat I can move it up higher, but that's pretty good. Where we've got it is pretty good. If I lift this up, there's no real big aggressive flames, it is just charcoal, yeah, going on under there, and there's a nice bed of it, so it should be able to cook all of that. I shouldn't need to add any more to it. So there you go. I'm going to let that cook for a bit on there, then we'll get it flipped, and then while the main body of that bird is cooking, I'll do a beer review. While doing the beer review, I can probably get the corn on the cob on as well, bit of salad. Happy days. See you in a sec. The bird is sizzling. Let me just walk into the view, and we'll have a look at this beer that we're going to review whilst that bird is cooking away down there. I can see her cooking. Happy days, and getting a bit of warmth off that coal. Not that I need it, it's a really hot evening. So I was in Sainsbury's today and they've got some new beers in. This is a Northern Monk beer called a Splashdown, tropical IPA at 6%. There it is. You might have to zoom, I'm not getting up. It says it's mango, pineapple and passion fruit flavours. Dive into this tropical IPA for a mouth-watering, juicy soak-in. A super splash. It does certainly look very summery on the front. Lots of water slides going on, an aeroplane in the background. All looks very summery. 6% ABV. I've certainly criticised Northern Monk over the last sort of year or so. So, can they make another decent supermarket beer? Not the right glass. This isn't glass, it's plastic. It's my plastic Weizen glass that I use for camping trips. My normal pint glass or a pint glass, I forgot to bring with me. Forgot to bring so many things with me today. Just had a mare. Anyway, let's get on with reviewing a Northern Monk beer. £3.50. It's fairly staple these days, isn't it? Supermarket craft beers are all £3.50. Days of them being £3, etc. seems to be a bit long gone. But there it is, Northern Monk Splashdown, a tropical IPA coming in at 6% ABV. Certainly very hazy. Definitely not really seeing much through that. Super hazy, nice carbonation, nice head. Let's have a sniff. And yeah, it's tropical. it is what's on the tin. It's definitely tropical. Sweet and tropical. No, not super bold on the aroma. It's just tropical and sweet. A bit like a can of Lilt, really. Cheers. Let's get tasting. Sherbet. Tastes like sherbet. And there's pineapple. Oh, that repeats really, really quickly. Oh, it's very synthetic. Come on, Northern Monk. What's gone wrong with Northern Monk? They used to be fantastic. The sherbet vibe is really powerful. Really strong sherbet with very synthetic tropical flavours. It doesn't taste like a fruity IPA. I know a lot of people don't like big fruit IPAs, and that's fine, but this doesn't even taste like a big kind of fruit bomb IPA. It just tastes of synthetic fruits, and it's really got a sherbety vibe on the mouth. I mean, I'm really getting the hump. I mean, even the label looks a bit cheap, doesn't it, really? Splashdown, £3.50. I wouldn't recommend paying £3.50 for that. It's actually not very nice. It actually isn't very nice. Yeah, I don't recommend that. If you've had it, let me know what you think. I'm going to tend to this bird. It needs a bit of tending to, and then we get back on with the cooking and the rest of it. Really, it's going to be one mega long video, this, isn't it? Part that beer, thought it might go nice with my poisson, but I can't. Not sherbet with poisson is a big no. There you go. That's me done on the beer review, but it's not done on the video. We've got a little way to go. There you go. Don't know why I'm leaning to one side, but see you in a minute, and I'll probably have a plate full of food. I'll be back. I'm not going to edit this bit. I'm going to walk to the camera. I won't edit this bit out of me wandering to the camera. I've got so many takes and videos. Anyway, see you in a moment. Hello, welcome back. We are all cooked. We are all on the plate. We have the corn on the cob, the whole poisson, a little bit of salad. Don't know how well you can see that without me throwing it on the floor, but it's cooked beautifully. I'm going to dive in, have a little taste. I'm not going to eat this whole bird in front of you. No one needs to see someone chewing a whole plate of food, but it's lovely and moist, beautifully cooked. Looks fantastic. You're probably not even going to be able to see that. Let's have a taste. Well, that's glorious. You just can't beat food that is cooked over an open fire. I love barbecuing on my Weber barbecue, but being outdoors in the woods, cooking your own dinner, yeah, it's just something about it. Yeah. And I'm sure you've done it. I'm sure you've all done what I'm doing. That's probably why you may be watching. Oh, but that poisson with those herbs and the lemon, the garlic, with that flame feel to it, even though there wasn't really any flames around it, but that kind of smokiness you're getting from real wood. That is lovely. I'm going to take one more bite of this in front of you. Get a bit of that crispy skin, and then I'm going to bid you farewell. Oh, herbs, and that lemon juice, and that soft meat. That's a good hearty meal, that. Great for this time of year when it's really hot. A light bird, kind of light in flavour. A bit of salad and sweet corn. Happy days. Anyway, there you go. I'm not going to eat any more of this in front of you. You don't need to see that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I say, I don't have editing skills, but it's just something different on my channel, which I've wanted to do for a while. I enjoy the beer reviews. I do enjoy the beer reviews. They will always stay. They will always be the main part of my channel, but there will be more of this type of stuff as well. There you go. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate everybody that watches, subscribes, likes, all of that jazz. I'm going to kick back and enjoy the rest of this. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon on another one.